Share my screen. Boom. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Project Hockey IQ Zoom session. The whole intention here is to help you watch the details of the game. So we're not going to just watch highlights here, even though Mikko Rantanen is a human highlight reel. He's one of the players we're going to be watching. But then we're also going to watch Chris Tanev, a stay-at-home shutdown defenseman who has actually taken the most hits in the National Hockey League for playoffs this season. So we're going to watch all that. The first thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to dive into Chris Tanev. But before we get there, we got some more people jumping in there. Boom. Close this. Before we get there, we are going to jump into the app and just see what's in there today. For those of you new, you're like, what app? Maybe you don't understand what that is, but it's a daily Hockey IQ app. So every single day in this app, we have Hockey IQ lessons. It's great to do these things that we're jumping around with here, but the daily Hockey IQ is what we're after. So let's watch a little bit of this. Shift 10. Okay. Now watch him come on the ice here. He's not out there yet. He does some pretty good stuff with the blue line here. So let's move this over. We see him come into play here. Okay. Down here in the corner. Oops. Down here in the corner. Puck's popping out here. Good net front presence. Two of his guys below the goal line. One guy here, right? You always should be taking inventory. So you should know you got three guys below the dots. One guy, obviously your point chicken probably on the other side. He comes in, but he doesn't try to make a play through this. Why? Because he's got someone wide open, and this play could lead to a turnover with a lot of numbers going the opposite way, right? So it's situational awareness, right? Play a little bit. Watch him back out. Now here's where he's got to get. Now here's where he goes and supports. Now this part's a little risky. Now he knows that he's switching with someone, but you've got the other three plus his D partner knifing in, which make it a little bit risky here. It's a high risk play, which I personally wouldn't suggest at this time of the game when it is 3-0. As soon as you make this play, back out, get off the wall. Why? Because it's 3-0. Last minute of the second period. No need to go and force this. If it was the opposite, if they were down 3-0, get after it. Go get that puck. But it's not. It's the opposite. They're up 3-0. Now it's a turnover, and they get kind of lucky here. Look, they got four guys below or above the puck, closer to the net. The opposite. They're the offensive net, not the play you're looking to make. Obviously, they all rush back, and then I think that's the last of his shift. Oh, he's still out there, sorry. Even here, we're starting to get a little sloppy. Get to the middle. Don't allow this. And like, remember in the one of the last clips we saw him surf over and play this guy and turn it over and go. He doesn't here because of numbers. Reading the play. He has him, which means they're communicating this switch, stick on puck, and then Carlson stays in position on this guy. Great read there. Easy shot. And then watch him just box him out, not allowing this here. So the difference there, huge. But this part, no need. This is a great play. Keep it low, but now get out of the zone. Get out of the zone, get back to the middle. We'll fight another day. We cut in, turn it over, not a risky business. Fast forward it. This part, great switch. Communicate to each other. Carlson doesn't need to surf over on this one because of the numbers. Stays in good position, and then take care of your chicken tandy. All right, answer the question. Okay, the question's below, and I want you to answer this in the chat. We'll go to question 2. Let's see who is paying attention. Let's go. Let's actually do so. Let's do both questions. So first in the chat, why does he not shoot that puck on the net right away? And then what do I mean by high risk play? Why should he not have pinched in that situation? So why? I want you to answer in the chat. Why does he not shoot it? And then why do I think he should not have pinched in that situation? So in the chat, throw that in the chat. And then we'll talk about that here in a second. In the chat, please. Okay, so he's not shoot because the risk of the block and the turnover, and he makes a safe play with a 3-0 lead. You hit it on the head. It's very simple. Trent, you probably maybe you did it today in the app. But there's too many people. Good. Awesome. So if you're gonna say the same thing that I just mentioned, no need to reshare in the chat. But that's the whole idea, right? The understanding. I gotta see if people are trying to get in right now. Nope. Okay, so the understanding that you need to understand the situation. There's a huge difference from being up 3-0 than there is from being down 3-0. And if you're watching that and you're like, whoa, I've never seen that app before, don't worry, I will send you it after we watch these videos. We're gonna dive in here a little bit. So we're gonna watch Tanev here for 5 shifts. Now, again, situational awareness. They are up 4-3. There's 8 minutes left in the third period. Again, Tanev is number 8. Now, I'm not going to talk about other players just because if we did that, we would be here all day. But watch him surf to the middle. Again, staying in. This is Tanev, number 8 on Toronto. He stays inside the dots. Keeping plays to the outside. That's how you're going to win games, right? And then boom, look who's in support. He's behind his defenseman on a good hinge here. So if he does need to outlet that pass, he can make that play. Or if there's, any type of turnover or anything like that, boom, he can make that play. And again, taking his time, leaking the clock, gets the red line, gets it deep. Gets the red line, gets it deep. And there's a lot of talk in the NHL right now about like late hits and penalties and guys taking hits that they shouldn't. Tanev will never have that. I know he said he's been hit the most in the NHL, but he has not been hurt. Because look at him protect himself, right? Right here. Instead of making this dump and then standing there and watching it, he protects his chin. He gets in a good position, low hockey ready position. In case there is a late hit, he's ready for it, right? Good angle there. Again, this is why, like, we just watched John Carlson in the app. We did, I think it's 11 shifts. So there's one more, it's probably one more below what we watched. But this is why we watch shift after shift. We don't just watch highlights, because highlights are not going to make you a better hockey player. They're not. They're just not. You cannot watch highlight after highlight and expect to do that every single shift. You have to be able to do the little things that lead to that, which we'll see Mikko Rantanen do later. Again, watching Tanev here, he's not as aggressive on the goal line or on the circle. I bet if they were down by a goal, he'd be in this position, waiting to make an offensive play. But he's backed out. Now watch even all the, like, Matthews backs out. Smart. What a play. Okay, now there's a reason why he sees this. Right here, he's looking. The puck is cleared. We got a nice little box out here owning his ice. The puck's going this way. You don't need to stare at it and go get it. What you need to do is take inventory, get the puck on good in a good area where you're going to have time and space, and then read the middle of the ice. And it's also on Matthews too, being in a good position, which 9 times out of 10 he normally is. Great little play to Matthews. And then Tanev, boom, gets right up into the play, gaps up, gets the middle of the ice. I know you can't see him right now, but then leads to a nice little scoring chance in the offensive zone. But again, we're not rushing. We're backed out. Wish we could ISO cam, but okay. This is called support. So many times. So good job staying, again, you see him inside dots. You see him inside dots. Like if you were to draw a straight line, that's not a very good line. But if you were to draw a straight line from the dot to the other dot, he is inside that space. Okay. This lamp keeps making noise here. He's inside that space. And then as soon as the puck goes below the goal line, he goes below the goal line. Why? Because there's no one here and his guy has full control of the puck. So he needs to be an option to make that play. If he stops in front of the net, a lot of coaches like, hey, stay in front of the net. You need to read and react. If your player has full control, you need to be an option. There should also be an option on the wall over here. I'm not sure where Marner's going. Maybe Nyes is coming this way. But need to be in full control, need to be an option. But there's no option there. And it's a turnover. Tanev was an option below the goal line. But where are you going, Marner? Where are you going? Get to your wall and support. Now Tanev's in front of the net. Why? Well, simply because they don't have full control of the puck, right? And that's the difference here. Full control of the puck, get below the goal line, be an option. Here, not full control of the puck, protect the house. Good positioning. Would like to see stick on the ice a little bit more. Goes for a change. So defenseman in here. This is what hockey looks like for the majority of your shifts. Yes, Cale Makar is unbelievable and can do some pretty crazy things. But this is what it looks like. Okay, again, why is he not up on the blue line? Situational awareness. He's gapped up with this guy. Why is Florida sending these guys up and over? Because they're down by a goal, right? They're trying to fly the zone and create plays and create havoc. But Tanev, again, inside dots, gapped up with their highest threat, right? And the highest threat would be, I think that's Rodriguez. What a block here too. Now watch, they do a good job of taking his stick away. This is where you got to fight through, be big, and you can see him start to spray snow, which means he's trying to hold the line and not allow this shot to become this shot, right? So watch him hold, spray snow, get down, block a huge shot, battle, battle, battle. And then another big block in front. And then I think it goes for, I thought it went for icing. It's not go for icing. Almost springs Nyes for a nice play. Bobrovsky comes out, gets dumped in, and then he changed on this rush. But again, he's gapped up here. Stick to the middle, inside dots. This guy does a good job taking his stick away. He sprays snow, holds the line, forces him to shoot here instead of being able to walk in and do whatever he wants. Unbelievable job by Tanev. Two more here by Tanev. Oof, Chief. Doesn't look too happy there. He never does though. Okay, see the gap? Now he jumps on that thing because he's 100% sure, right? Coaches say all the time, do not jump on pucks unless you are 100% sure you can get it. Well, here you go. This is what that looks like. He's 100% sure he can get it, jumps on it, throws it back in, gets off the wall. We just saw Carlson in the play before didn't get off the wall. He gets off the wall, makes that play. And now he's just staying in good position. This is where you take an inventory. So as a defenseman, you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all below the circle. So now your gap changes. You don't have to be outside the blue line. You don't even have to be on the blue line. You can see he's gapped up to this guy. Because worst case scenario, if this puck squirts out, he's got his guy, Tanev's got his guy. And you got to stay gapped up on them. So gap isn't like I got to be at the blue line. Gap isn't like I got to be at the red line when they're at the blue line. Gap is staying above the puck if you're on the strong side, meaning the puck is here on the strong side. He's above the puck. And then within a stick length away, maybe a little bit more, maybe stick and a half length away of your biggest threat. He did not shoot because they're okay. Oh, cool. We're still answering. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Keep it rolling. Okay. Now we're outside the zone. And I like this because, again, cutting the zone in half. Great job by Reinhardt. So he's gapped up with him. Good job by Matthews being responsible. And watch how they hand each other off. Good surf, good surf. And then notice his feet. Okay, let's all ISO cam Tanev's feet. There's a reason why they call it quiet feet, right? We're not crossing over, we're not doing this or that. Watch his feet. Okay, watch the pushes. Now he's surfing over, stick on puck. Doesn't cross over, but just stays in good positioning. Good positioning, good positioning. Now he's in the zone, right? Fast forward a little bit more. Stays in good position, gets below. Gets below. Now watch. Look at him scanning up ice. Recognizes help, help, and support. So draws 23 into him as far as he can, and then moves it the other way. Draw him in, draw him in, draw him in. Boom, now go the other way, hoping to spring something. But then his habits tell him what? We're going to go right back to the net. Boom, he's right back in front of the net. This is huge. Pay attention to this. Oops. Notice what he does with his stick. Notice what he does with his stick. Now, you defensemen in here, the awesome thing is you have the opportunity to go watch this guy when we're done with this in the third period. Hopefully doing the actually I kind of got forward in this one, but watch him go underneath the stick. Watch him go underneath the stick. We're not going over. Underneath. That takes away everything. If you go over, they can lift you and go. They can out muscle you. If you go under and lift their stick, it disables them and does not allow them to make the play that they want to make. Okay, he's below the goal line, helping out. But look at as soon as Bobrovsky gets it, he's right back to the front of the net. Here, it's kind of a 50-50 puck battle. He could be an option. Again, I don't know what Marner's doing, but I get Marner's helping out below. But now look at he's running around, trying to get to his spot. Like, where are you going, buddy? Great play by Tanev, not batting that out of the air, staying big in front of the net, staying big in front of the net. Doesn't chase that down. Now watch this stick. This is what I mean by defending with your stick on the ice. Just this subtle thing doesn't allow anything through the middle. Right back to the front. Pushing guys out. Blocking shots. Now he's getting tired. We're over a minute. So how can you survive the shift? Good habits will help you survive the shift. Probably wanted to get in front of that one. He gets in front of that one. This is high level hockey IQ. He's exhausted. He's tired. How can you just saw ozone time over a minute? How can you survive the shift? Well, you do that by blocking shots. Okay, last shift for Tanev. Empty net. Puck gets flicked out. I believe he's coming on the ice now. Here he comes, right to the middle, like usual. Wouldn't mind a stick on the ice, but he's riding off 13. And then here, that's kind of a risky business. You'd like to see him. Again, good with the bad. These guys aren't perfect. This player below the goal line is irrelevant. Now, Marner, again, I don't know if they're going to pay this guy. He's up for a contract, but what is he doing? Just kind of, let me see, let's slow-mo this. Watch Marner, just kind of, now, but I do believe Tanev should have stayed net front here. Stay net front, live to fight another day. Don't let Marner be your last-ditch effort there. Brad Marchand just missed that. Now he's battling, staying in good position, boxing guys out. He goes over the stick there. You'd like to see him go under the stick. Good stick there. Now he's going because you got to force him sooner or later. And again, it's the end of the game now. Look at him. This is a great learning point too. Watch his push. So he's in front of the net. As soon as that play comes, watch him push out to box out, right? Now no one's on his hip, but watch his move. When this shot comes, he pushes out to look for a rebound and to box anybody out. He pushes out. It's like basketball when the free throw is shot and then you got the guys kind of box. That's exactly what we're trying to do here, right? You're boxing out and you're looking for the rebound. Then I believe he changes here. Okay, in the comments, what's one takeaway from Tanev? From the or in the what am I trying to say? In the chat. What's one takeaway? Stay inside dots. Wow, we were on it. Stay inside dots. Make the player got to go outside, get below the goal line and support and gap up, block shots, hold the line to get off the wall and take inventory scan. Wow, we are paying attention. We are paying attention. Block shots, right? Especially when you're tired, you have to. Hockey is a physical sport. It's a contact sport, and you have to be willing to block shots. It's part of the game. All right. Let's keep typing if you got some takeaways. Let's move on to Mikko. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good stick positioning, absolutely. Don't cross over, Trent. Trent's locked in today, I'll tell you that for free. He picked up on the D skating. Get to the middle, absolutely. Okay, let's watch some of this. Now we're on to Mikko Rantanen. If you're not watching this guy, you are missing out. Just gonna let you know. I kind of want to see his. Okay, let's watch this shit.
O'Connor, nice touch off for Kelly, hands it Prince O'Connor, and a stop by Mr. Duchesne got in the box at the Dallas power play now for a minute 10. Taves sends it in. The crowd roaring, sensing this could be the moment. Dallas ties it. The opportunity on the power play. But it's O'Connor again, shorthanded. He has help coming. There was Manson again. But O'Connor got knocked off the puck. Numbers the other way for the Stars. Hits stopped by Lindgren. Well played by Lindgren. Manson, a good stick left on Duchesne, who got a stick back, but sent it back to an empty point. And the time ticking off the Stars' man advantage. And off the clock here in the third.
Oh, goosebumps knowing that this guy's a horse. So lots of good things on this shift. It's a power play shift, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. But great job here by Hintz too, like getting to the middle and then escaping. A lot of times you see players skate right down the ice, which when you finally escape, you're not going to have any room. Where if you can push to the middle as much as you can, and then create a little space on the outside. But you just have Mikko Rantanen doing Mikko Rantanen things. Like, he is a force to be reckoned with. He's the best player in the National Hockey League right now. Now watch his speed. As a forward, if you see defensemen's toe caps, and this is something very important to forwards, like read the toe caps of the defenseman. If you're driving wide, wait until their toes turn this way and then either cut back or escape and make your move. Because as soon as they turn or cut, you got them. Right here, toe caps, you got them. So then he can read that. He sees it here, and then he moves this way because he reads the toe caps here. It's simple. Simple. Read the toe caps. Probably could have shot it there, saw nothing. Gets lucky on kind of the kick in bounce, but when you're playing as hard and as fast as he is, you're gonna get some nice bounces. Okay. Now this is the shift after his next shift after a goal. So let's kind of dive into the development here and really start to learn a little bit. Just want to make sure. So again, totally different situation. Watch out. So it's kind of a set play. They know we're going this way. Rantanen meets the puck, but look at his body positioning. I know it's kind of blurry, but he's on defensive side, meaning he's going to get to the puck first. And then it's a simple puck comes around. You can see it on the wall. Kicks it up. Eyes are up. He's underneath. Can't I? I know it's hard to see, but he's underneath the stick of the other guy. You need to play underneath sticks if you truly want to win puck battles. Come on. Sorry. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Gets underneath sticks, moves the puck up, little turnover there. I think he was trying to throw across, but then watch him just stay in good position. Now you can tell their structure is a one guy down, 1-2-2. So one guy in the forecheck, two guys following it up. Now here's where we're getting a little, this is Mikko right here. We're getting a little puck watchy here. You'd like to see, so in my opinion, like the fastest way, he knows the puck's getting rimmed here, and it kind of looks like he takes the long route when you want to skate out in the shooting lane, because that's the most valuable spot for the shooter is this lane. So don't go chase the puck around the wall like a dog wagging its tail. Get to the middle and skate out in shooting lanes, right? No harm, no foul, because he obviously the dump was kind of, or the wrap was kind of soft and he had to just play it in. Great little pickup. These pickups, Taryn, we were just on the, we do these pickups. We just did this today, Taryn. We just did this type of pickup today where you got to touch it to yourself, go make a play. This is why we do them every single day. Good speed. And again, there you can see him trying to break into the middle. Taryn, yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Want to see him kind of break in the middle a bit more, but he just ran out of real estate. I think now he's going for a change. Notice where he changes. Not in the defensive zone. Now, hopefully he doesn't make me eat my word. Hopefully he doesn't make me eat my words and changes in the defensive zone later. Okay, power play. I don't like to spend a lot of time on this stuff, but this is what hockey is, right? Like you saw him, even he had a power play shift, and an even strength shift. This next one's a power play shift. He's over on the half wall right now. Watch how he could have just got this and tapped it right back. Wait till the last second and then move the puck. Because then look how much space is created for the defenseman. Versus tapping it right away. The guy pivots, he plays and gaps up right on him. I'll say this until I'm done coaching hockey. Good players can create space for themselves by, like we saw, like skating, like Hintz did, where he skated in and then tight turned out, right? But great players can create space for others. And that's what Mikko does here. He waits, moves it at the last second, creates a little bit more space for his line mate. Stays in good position. Boy, I like how it's got the little bubbles for us, makes life easier. Watch how he comes up and supports. Gets it back. I mean, these guys are unstoppable. Do they play tonight? Let's see. Let me check. This is what hockey is. If you're not watching hockey this way, you're not developed. If you're just it's 3-0 Florida. Uh-oh. And Boquist scored, who also is first, I think it's his first game of the series. What are we seeing in the chat here? Must have some Leaf fans in here. Edmonton, Vegas tonight. I don't think Dallas plays tonight, but Dallas is my pick right now. But again, watch how he moves up. Okay. And then again, waits till the last second, then moves it, and then just to pass across Wyatt Johnston. We did a whole thing on Johnston too, so got it all in there. When does it end? When does what end? The cup? When does what end? Oh, the meeting. Oh, sorry. We are kind of over time. We got, if you can stay, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go through these clips. They're short. So we got 4 more shifts. And then I'll send everyone the recording that didn't make it. But we'll go through these quick. We'll end in 5 minutes, okay? Although this is good development. This is not even a shift, so we're already on to the next shift. Okay, and good luck on your test tomorrow. I'll shoot you an email. You got it. If you're not in that Project Hockey app, you need to be in there doing, because this is great. But then if you don't work on your hockey IQ, it's like doing bench press. If you do it once and then you don't do it for a week, you're not going to get any stronger. But if you do it consistently and you have a program to follow, you're going to get better. Okay. Good luck on your test. All right. Defensive zone draw. Watch him. He's right here. Okay. Takes inside. And that is what's going to win them Stanley Cup. See the shift before he skated outside. Now he's skating inside shot lanes, which makes it extremely hard for the defenseman to make a play. I don't think they pulled the goal yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the little scan. Watch the scan. Watch his head. Looks up the ice. Pushes it up. Helps the puck get out of the zone. Little turnover there. See how he went. And this is a good example. Again, they're not perfect. See how he goes over top? Who wins the puck battle? The guy underneath comes out with the puck. Now you'd like to see him kind of get off the wall a little bit. Right there. What do you know? In good position, puck goes up. He's in the shooting lane, forces the pass, stays in his spot. Great save by Ottinger. Minnesota kid, not a big deal. And then goes for his change. Okay, a couple more shifts here. This has been good. This has been one of our, these two might be the same. Yeah.
On the left side
Who's
here,
gonna watch
guessing he's going to explode into the middle of the ice if there's any room available.
In the chat, as you're watching this, takeaways, Mikko.
Nelson wanted clean.
Takeaways from the whole night.
Back to McCarr. That's a pick for McKinnon. That's a skip on Rantanen. Nature's retrieved it. McKinnon with 42 seconds. Scores the Ranger with Nichushkin.
It's a glove it again.
15.2 to go. Colorado last 11 shot attempts. McCarr kept it in. 3 Portland down. Didn't get good wood on it. But Sagan got it out.
The hat trick.
And they say Dallas or Colorado was rattled because they had to pick up the hats and then drop the puck for what? How much time was left? 2 seconds. It's not perfect. Okay. Again, if you're not in the Hockey IQ app, we're doing this stuff every single day. Right now we're finishing up John Carlson. He's done, I thought I had through Friday. Oh yeah. So through Friday. Saturday, we're starting Leon Draisaitl in the app. And then probably Mikko Rantanen. Just kind of do a full one on that. So I will send you, if you're watching this, whatever, shoot me an email and I'll hook you up with the app.